y'all's attention real quick for a few things I want to say. My name is Joe Romano, and I'm one of the owners of Seaview Crab Company. I want to thank everybody for coming out today. We hope y'all have a great time. Enjoy the food and the music. I want to say a big thank you goes to the Catch Food Truck, DHIM, the band, our fishmongers, and all the hardworking commercial fishermen who came out to meet some of the people who enjoy their harvest. It's a unique and refreshing to see the full circle of our local seafood network in one place. Today I want to speak to you for a few minutes as a business owner, a commercial fisherman, but more importantly as a concerned North Carolina citizen. For well over 200 years, North Carolina fishermen have harvested seafood. Their efforts have amounted to countless wholesome meals for American citizens. In recent years, commercial fishermen, the men and women who are the sole link between wild North Carolina seafood and most citizens, are in real danger. Regular folks like our inland neighbors, the underprivileged one that doesn't have the time or resources to fish, depend on commercial fishermen. In the past, we had strong political advocates for North Carolina seafood. There was more fish on our counters and less pollution and coastal development to contend with. Today, commercial fishermen must defend their profession on a regular basis. In the past decade, the internet has connected groups of special interest like never before. Those former politicians who advocated for local seafood are gone, and now a small but influential group of sport fishing lobbyists threaten the efforts of our fishermen. These powerful groups use legal action, deep pockets, and political strong-arming to obstruct our fisheries management. This small splinter group of sport fishermen does not represent most citizens. Despite the divide and conquer politics of pitting fishermen against fishermen, the bottom line is this: all citizens value the sport and food and fun that recreational fishing provides. Speaking of food, now y'all are here to eat food. How many of y'all like fresh Carolina shrimp, red drum, flounder, speckled trout, spot, croakers? Well, I gotta tell you, in recent years, these same lobbyists, they want to either eliminate some of those species or severely limit what we can put on our counters. And they use half-truths and a lot of faulty scientific analysis to make that happen. Even more concerning than these activists infiltrated the NC Marine Fisheries Commission. And if y'all don't know, the commission is the most important entity we use in this state to manage our resources sustainably and equitably for all fishermen and consumers. The commission consists of 3 recreational fishermen, 3 commercial fishermen, 2 unaffiliated members from the public, and 1 fisheries biologist. They're all appointed by the governor. These appointments are intended to create a fair and balanced sustainable seafood management plan. And unfortunately, recently these appointments have undermined the commission's mission and ethics. Partisan politics aside, doesn't matter if you're conservative or liberal, it doesn't matter. Governor McCourty appointed a high-ranking member of one of those sport fishing lobbyist groups I was talking about to an unaffiliated seat. And then just recently, 3 years ago, he reappointed that same member as a recreational fishing seat. And unfortunately, that kind of political shenanigans has happened twice for 2 different members. So when you have these advocates, these kind of lobbyist advocates serving in unaffiliated seats, you have a severely unbalanced commission. And worse yet, some of those same members were found guilty of violating the open meeting laws of our state. Despite that illegal backroom decision-making, those same members were reappointed by the governor. And I want to tell you, when you have an unbalanced power on one of the most important fisheries management groups we have, you're going to get short-sighted resource management and fast-track restrictions, the end result being less fresh seafood for you guys. And I want to put it to you straight here. This is the most important thing. As states like Florida and South Carolina have shown us, when they put restrictive regulations, they're rarely overturned. And more troubling, those restrictions that target just commercial fishermen, they do not deliver the fish population booms they promise. Changing weather patterns, hurricanes, and pollution are a drop in the bucket when in comparison to what these restrictions can do to our seafood access. I hope that you see now that NC Fisheries Management is in trouble. If I lost you, don't worry. I've got commercial fishermen with over 100 years of experience sitting at our table over there, and they'll answer any questions y'all might have. In North Carolina, nobody owns the water and nobody owns the seafood. They're public trust waters. And we trust our state government with the power to manage sustainable seafood harvest for all citizens. When regulation unfairly targets the commercial fishermen, we as citizens lose access. It's not merely the commercial fishermen's livelihood that suffers, it's the seafood restaurants, the markets, the seafood infrastructure, and most importantly, the ordinary folks, commercial fishermen, for their seafood. If you guys want to ensure future public access to local seafood, then please go talk to some of those commercial fishermen at our table. They all have a story to tell about the resources they harvest and the regulations that affect their your fresh seafood access. The table also has additional literature and the contact information for the Marine Fisheries Commission Chairman, our state representatives, and the governor. All these troubling facts aside, North Carolina is loaded with opportunity for fishermen of all stripes. Unlike any other East Coast state, we have countless miles of sounds, rivers to study, enjoy, and harvest from. As states like Alaska and Louisiana have proven, there is plenty of room for commercial harvest, conservation, and fun. Thanks for hearing me out. Let's all stand together for North Carolina seafood.